Good morning, dear students. I hope you are healthy, safe, and sound and ready for the class. Myself, Dr. Hari Prasad Goenka, Associate Professor in the Department of Commerce, Rabindranath Tagore University. Today's topic is consumer awareness and protection of their rights. The issue of consumer awareness is of always high priority amongst the students, covering a part of their syllabus for CA, CS, LLP, and BCom or BBA courses of various universities in India. It is also essential topic for the businessman, dealer, manufacturer, as well as for all of us, because we all are consumers in our day-to-day life. In this critical situation of crisis, consumer awareness is a burning issue which needs your special attention. I welcome you all to my first slide, which shows you the contents of the topic. Look at the slide. In the earlier class, part 1, we have discussed Consumers Protection Act, introduction and definition of consumer, preamble according to the act, and historical background and Consumers Protection in 1986 as well as Consumers Protection Act 2019. Today we will discuss the next part, that is rights of the consumers under the act, machineries for settlement of grievances, challenges and problems, functions of the machineries in India, and conclusion. So let us start with the rights of the consumers. This is a vital part of the discussion. The consumers' rights have been discussed under section 2, subsection 9 of the Act. The first right is right to safety. This means right to be protected. A consumer has every right to be protected against hazardous goods or services. Hazardous means here hazardous to life and property. For example, suppose we purchase a cylinder and there is a leakage. So it is risk to the life. It is very hazardous. So it is the seller's responsibility to provide a well sealed cylinder, and consumers has the right of protection against this. This is right to safety. Next one, right to information. That is right to be informed. Consumer must be informed regarding the various information of the product, quality, quantity, purity, or the price, that is MRP, and standard of the product. So all disclosure of information is necessary, and consumer needs that he must know this information. He has every right. He has to right to see the manufacturing date, expiry date, and nowadays also the barcode or made in India. These are the essential or vital part of a product and information that is required to be informed by the seller, and consumers has the right to know. Third one, right to choose. That means right to be assured to select the items of choice out of wide variety of goods and services at a competitive prices. Trader or dealer, he should provide a variety of qualities. He cannot create pressure, or he cannot create pressure or tactics to compel the customer to purchase a inferior quality of goods. So intelligence of choice at right price of rice goods is the right of consumer. Fourth one is the right to seek redress. That is redressal for justice. That means consumers has the right to seek redressal against any unfair or restrictive trade practices, say any poor quality or defective goods, then the consumer has the right to get replaced of the replacement of the goods, or if the higher price is to be charged, the higher price, excess price to be refunded. So he can move against the seller to a consumers forum and right he has the every right to seek redressal for justice. Next one, right to be heard. Here, the consumer has the right to take care of his voice. Consumer's interest and welfare must be heard by the seller. Seller or the dealer must respond to his complaint. If the dealer or the government or the manufacturer or the public body from where he has availed the product, he must have the right to ask or raise questions or make complaint, lodge complaint, and the concerned party must hear him. Students, here you may not confuse here the right to seek redress and right to be heard. Right to be heard is the information that must be heard by the dealer. Suppose in case of a mobile phone, we approach to the customer care center. So it is the customer care centers are the care center provided by the company to hear the customer. But if we are not satisfied and company is not listening to us properly, in that case we will move to the consumers forum for redressal. So next earlier one is the right to redressal and this one is the right to be heard. So these two you should not confuse these two. Next one, right to have client education. You see, the consumers has the right of awareness to gather full knowledge about the goods and every issue related to it, such as operational instruction, any terms and conditions, warning, handling of information, any chemical compound in manufacturing process, or any taste, fever, color, etc. The customer has the also right to know company's profile or any government new policy regarding the product or any change in the technology, new technology updatation in the product or consumer's responsibility to understand all precautions of using goods. So these are the education about the product information which must be given by the seller or company. Nowadays, the modern companies has also it is their right or their responsibility to make customer aware about the product. When we go to the purchase of the mobile phone, then the company before opening the seal, they tell us regarding the terms and condition before opening the seal. So to create awareness, it has now become the seller's duty also. So in this way, we can discuss these are the normal rights of the consumers he can avail. But merely rights can't do anything if the customer is not aware about his responsibilities. So there is a well-known saying that there cannot be rights without responsibility. So seller has also moral duty, social responsibility to provide right goods at right price. Okay, so I think that right of the consumers it is a very vital point, and student must have the clear concept about it. Let us move to the next slide. Machineries for settlement of grievances. In India, we have government and non-governmental organization for protecting consumers' interest. There are consumers forum which deals with the matters. We have consumers court set up by the government. They take decisions, impose fines, and punish the fraudulent sellers to protect the consumers. And there are some private bodies, private association that a consumers of a particular area they can consume themselves a consumers forum that is non-government organization. So the consumers forum can also fight on behalf of the consumers. Next one, the Consumers Dispute Redressal Commission. That is, in short, we call it CDRC. The Commission's Consumers Dispute Redressal Commission is the duty to solve the issue under three-tier system. First one is the district level, second one at state level, third one at national level. So at the district level, normally there are three members with one is the chairman and two others are the district judges normally. But there is a change recently that in case of the forum, there are certain changes we will discuss later on in the recent act of 2019. State level commission or forum where the matters relating to the amount jurisdiction above 1 crores are normally dealt with, and there are also 1 plus 2 members according to the Consumers Protection Act 1986, out of which one will be the president and two others will be the high court judges in case of state level commission. But according to the Consumers Protection Act 2019, there has been certain amendment. In case of two, there will be 4 members. So it will be 1 plus 4, total 5 members committee will be there. Again, in case of national level commission, again there were 1 plus 2, now there are 1 plus 4 members in case of national level commission, and in case of national level commission, there will be Supreme Court judges, they may be sitting judge or retired judges. So a consumer can file complaint with CDRC with the following. First one say unfair or trade practices, then for defective goods and services, for overcharging or deceptive charging, or for offering hazardous goods and services by the seller. So normally the complaints are to be from one district level commission to state level. If we do not satisfied, then we can move to the state level. Then further, if in the state level the consumer is not satisfied, he can further move to the national level. So from one level to another level to move on, normally the time limit was 30 days. But according to the Consumers Protection Act 2019, it has been increased to 45 days now. And even after, there is one important thing to note that even after national level commissions um, judgment, if the consumer is not satisfied, there is an option that he can move to the Supreme Court even. He will get again 45 days time to move to the Supreme Court. That is the final authority. Last one, Central Consumers Protection Authority, that is we call in short CCPA. Over and above, there will be Central Consumers Protection Authority to regulate the cases. And with this authority, there will be an investigation wing under this authority which will see the various acts or various performance regarding aids by the companies. Nowadays, under this CCPA, any celebrity may be brought to punishment, or judges they can see or give their judgment on the basis of video conferencing in case of online complaint. Moreover, there will be a portal known as Gamma for the online case to monitor regarding the advertisement, which misleads public sometimes. So, to ensure simplicity, quick access, and to give timely justice, to expedite the judgment, and to give first justice, these provisions have been made in the Consumers Protection Act 2019. So, these are the machineries: Consumers Forum, Consumers Court, CDRC, and CCPA. These are the handling machineries to hear the consumer's complaint. Let us move to the next slide. Challenges and problems. There are certain challenges or problems regarding the consumers' knowledge, ignorance, etc., due to which they cannot get justice. These are first one you see on the slide: difficulty to produce original bill, case memo, guarantee card, etc. It is a very common feature that normally the consumers do not keep the original bill. Sometimes it is lost, sometimes it is not taken by the consumer. Sometimes case memos are lost or guarantees card are not found if it is not kept properly, and many times it also happens that guarantee card is not provided by the seller willfully. In that case, consumers is will be in trouble. He cannot file a complaint against the seller. So these are the vital points to note, that consumer must have the original copy of the bill or case memo or the guarantee card, etc. These documents to be kept properly. Again, unorganized customers. Normally the customers are unorganized. So the dealer enjoy or cheats the customers most of the time, because in many cases we see that the sellers or the dealers, they are master in their dealing. In various cases, company or we can see that builders, they are always masters. They exploit the consumers because they are unorganized. So we know that alone a consumer cannot do anything. If the consumers unitedly fights, then they can achieve a good result. So this is one of the problems and challenges that consumers face. Still, existing laws are not very clear about compensation. We see, in spite of all these provisions, still we can say that many things are not clear, because the matter is not so simple as we think of. Because suppose a compressor has been burst out, in that case, what will happen? The consumer will move to the court and he will file a complaint. Now, how much compensation will be given to him? Because it is very difficult to give a judgment in such cases. It is very difficult to determine the amount of compensation, because the life of a person is cannot be measured in terms of money. So these are still certain things which are ambiguous, not clear. Huge cases are lying pending. You see, normally in case of consumers court, the cases are normally settled within 3 months. But sometimes it may take more times, it may go even up to 5 months. But the rules are somewhere else. Still, we see that there are hundreds and thousands of cases are lying pending. And in practice, it do not happen always. So 3 months, 5 months are only normal cases and rare cases where a consumer gets the justice. It may take many time, it may take years sometime to settle a case. So This is due to the number of cases pending. So huge cases are lying pending, and sometimes also happen that huge cases are not filed. Complaints are not lodged. So in this way, these are the challenges of the issue. The redressal system is still complex, expensive, and time consuming. You know, the system itself is not so simple, not so easy. It is complex for the layman. It is complex for an illiterate person. He do not know many things, and it is expensive because though there is a fees to move to the court, but the fees is very nominal. Though it is normally from 100 to around 4,000 maximum, but still there is a process, there is a fee, and there is a time limit. So all these things make a kind of challenge towards the consumers. Confusion and doubts in consumers about time, procedure, and guidance. We see that there is another point, that consumer needs some guidance. A consumer is ignorant, he is, as because he is unorganized, so he is alone, and he do not know many things. He is sometimes confused, so there is a need of guidance. Their doubts should be clear. So because of doubts, confusions about timing, procedure, guidance, etc., these are the challenges before the consumers, before the customers. Normally the time limit is, a case must be filed normally within 2 years from the date of purchase of the product. But if the time is over, then the seller is in the comfortable zone. So these things must be known by the consumers. Now let us move to the next slide. Functions of the machineries in India. We see that these various machineries, consumers court or CCPA or CDRC, these bodies have a lot of functions to play. Normally, the functions are to make an inquiry about the violation of consumers' right. Next, imposing penalty. These body first they inquire about the violation of consumers' right. When a consumer files a complaint, then he must give certain source documents as an evidentiary proof, and on after verification, if they found that there is a really violation of the consumer's right, then they may impose a penalty. The penalty may be again depends on the demands of the consumers and also on the compensation or the loss or the harm suffered by the consumers. So, inquiry of the violation and imposing penalty, these two are the functions of the machineries. Third one, to issue of direction to discontinue or modify a particular aid or advertisement. If a particular advertisement is against the belief or against the rule of the consumers, which violates the interest of the consumers, in that case the machinery can give direction to discontinue the advertisement, or they may order sometime to modify it. Because misleading advertisement, most of the time we see in the TV that regarding some hair oil advertisement, that this oil can make hairs long within 15 days. Sometimes it is given in case of face cream that fair complexion will you can find the result within 7 days. So these are the sometimes misleading advertisement. We can go against it, demanding any to discontinue or modify these advertisement. Issuing notices and guidelines from time to time. These machinery also issues safety notices or safety guidelines to the consumers from time to time. issuing order to recall or withdraw any goods or services. Sometimes these machinery compel the seller to tell the sellers to withdraw the goods and withdraw the services, or they also sometimes tell to refund the money. These are the functions of these machineries. Now let us move to the next slide, that is we come to the conclusion part. Now summing up, we can say that nowadays there are press, TV, radio, e-media on internet like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. All these are social medias which develops awareness in most of the areas like education, business, tourism, banking, economy of the country, etc. So it can change the pattern of the consumer's life. So modern social media and social networking have a significant or important role or behavior on the consumption of the society. So students, you concentrate on the slide and see that we can sum up and say that media can educate society and create positive role to create awareness. Every stakeholders, including government, should investigate, analyze and play honest role in future to save the consumers' sufferings and make society more civilized, more responsible and more careful. So in this way we have in today's class completed the rights of the consumers and various machineries, their functions, challenges and problems of the issue, as well as we have given our conclusion. So lastly, I think that you can follow my lectures. You may share your experience, any doubt, any comment, or any suggestions for any improvement. So goodbye, stay safe, take care, thank you.